Everybody ready? All right. Well, really disappointed for our guys and for our fans, for our program. You know, I'm not disappointed in our guys. I'm disappointed for our guys. Our guys prepared their butts off this week. They played hard. It's 2 games in a row, or not in a row, but 2 games this year we've lost where we've gotten the lead in the fourth quarter. And, you know, they made the plays down the stretch and we didn't. 2 great slant throws on third and medium, slip a tackle, go score. And offensively, we weren't able to respond. So, you know, I think overall we didn't start out great on defense. They were able to move and score, and then we got the pick, and that kind of shifted things offensively. After the first drive, we were moving the ball well, settled for a few field goals, one we made, one we missed, but responded well. Obviously, the drive at the end of the third quarter, the drive of the fourth quarter, but then didn't finish. So the bookend of the game, they won the bookends, the start and the finish, and that's why we lost. So, you know, obviously we need to run the ball better offensively too to try to keep us out of 3rd and 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't think we had a single 3rd and 3 to 6 the entire game, and that's just – it's hard to sustain drives. They did a nice job of keeping us from being explosive, and we weren't able to get in 3rd and manageables, and even the good drives took a long time. So credit to them. Disappointed for our guys, disappointed for our fans, but this is only the beginning for us. It's a process. What we're trying to build here is special. It takes time to build it. We're not satisfied with the result ever. We got to find a way to come back and get into conference season and play better football, but we can. So.
I know you haven't had a chance to watch the film yet, but what are you seeing from your secondary and your defense in general, and what are the early house to you that was just tough to handle?
Well, he had 3 good plays. The early 3rd and long scramble touchdown was a great throw and catch by them, and then the 2 slants. And then obviously the 3rd and long, we hit him as the ball flutters up in the air and all our guys run past it. He's a great player. We knew that, but I don't know this, but I think 3 of his catches were more than 150 of his yards. So probably had less than 100 yards other than that, but those 3 plays count. So, look, they're going to throw and catch a slant on 3rd and 6. We got to tackle them, get them on the ground, and play the next play. And we just weren't able to do that on those 2 plays, and it cost us.
You mentioned running the ball, and that drive, I think it was right before that 75 yards, the first 75-yard slant. They scored quick, but to score with 3 straight pass plays there, you know, I know the first down probably impacts the rest of it.
What are you asking now?
You mentioned trying to run the ball better. Did you think you obviously could go back and do it all over again, but would you want to run the ball there?
Which part of the game? That's where I'm confused.
That late 3rd quarter drive. Right
So
before,
were we ahead or behind?
you had just taken the lead.
So we took the lead in the 4th quarter. Is that right?
Right at the end of the
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're up 24-21.
Yep.
We took the lead. They scored on the slant and went up 28-24. Then we got the ball. Yeah, so great question. No, you're right. In general, yes. What you don't see when you watch the game is we had started the last drive with a run. We went down, hit Jordan, scored, took the lead 24-21. We saw an opportunity to score a touchdown. They score quick. It's 28-24. On 1st and 10, we decided to take a shot. And if you remember, Mello was running wide open and we overthrow him. We busted our protection. Our tight end slid past the blitzer. Kevin had to throw it early. If he doesn't, it's 31-28, probably, assuming we throw and catch it. And we knew, so we had what we wanted. When you take a shot on 1st down, it puts you down 2nd and 10. We had not been running the ball at the way we needed to. Yeah, hindsight, maybe you run it on 2nd down, then you got 3rd and 4th. But that's what happens when you throw it on 1st down. Then you get to 2nd. I think we threw an incompletion. Now you're in 3rd and long. And so, you know, you're playing to win the game. But that's what happened on the 1st down. It wasn't like, hey, let's just go throw it 3 times. We thought we had something. We did. We didn't execute it, and it put us behind the sticks. It's a good question. Never's a good look when you throw it 3 straight times and punt.
Was his injury this kind of re-aggravating the same thing, and how do you think he played through it?
I think Kevin played really well. I mean, both those interceptions are late in desperate mode, and you're just having to heave it up. I thought Kevin played really, really well. He rolled the same ankle that has been bothering him, and just showed his toughness, came right back in, and led us on 2 touchdown drives to take the lead. Kevin's a winner. He's a stud. We got a lot of guys who are hurting. They played really hard. They cared. Again, with I don't know if it's 12 minutes to go, I think maybe 10 minutes to go. I'm not exactly sure. We had the lead again. You know, it's the second time in 4 games we've had the lead in the fourth quarter, and for the first time really since we've been here, we've not finished those games. And so that's probably a lot of the games we're going to be in, right? This team has to find a way to finish those games, but this team still has a lot of potential to get better and be competitive in our league. Obviously, this one hurts, but we didn't do what we needed to do in the last 10 minutes to win.
As a coach, how do you go about trying to instill in the team to finish the games? Because this was new.
Yeah, I mean, we work on it. We focus on it. We do it a lot of our off-season program. It's what we've done the last 3 years, and we finished well, you know. It's a new team. Some's young, some's new. Still half of it's new. And so every team every year has to build their own identity. And this team, we have not yet made that who we are. And so, you know, at some point you have to accomplish confidence. It doesn't just happen. You don't just have confidence. You have to go do it. So last year we had a lot of veterans, a lot of leaders who had been in the fire, and we had accomplished it together. This group's different. So at some point we'll break through and finish a game, and then we'll go, we know how to do it now. And then it'll give us more confidence for the next opportunity. But at some point we have to do it. And we can drill it, we can train it, we can talk about it. At some point we have to go accomplish it so we know, okay, we have what it takes. And then I think you can see us establish that identity that we need to have.
So is that a physical not being able to finish, or is that more mental?
Probably both. I mean, I think it's probably more – I mean, look, we're playing other teams that have good players too. We take the lead 24-21. They responded. We don't execute the next play to respond, end up not. Then they go score again, and now we're in desperate mode. And in a game that had been back and forth and really good for, again, 3.5 quarters, now we find ourselves really behind it. So some of it's mental. Some of it's coming together and being able to finish as a group. It's not on one unit, one player, one coach. It's all of us. Physically, I don't know. I'll have to look, you know. Obviously, Kilgore and Barker weren't able to give us much. Maybe we wore down there. It was good to get Jay Hudd back for some. But, you know, maybe we're wearing down in certain areas and we need more guys to step up so we can play more guys and physically finish it off too.
How do you put this one behind you and get ready for ACC play?
Well, it's tough. It's tough because, you know, you never want to lose a game that's important. You never want to lose a game that, period, but going into an off week. Again, we're going to find out the makeup of this team, how we respond. That's all life's about. I mean, life's all about getting knocked down. It's who responds and gets back up. And we got great opportunities to do that. We got a lot of time to think about it and work on it and kind of get over feeling sorry for ourselves and being disappointed and rally to play Syracuse at home in 2 weeks. And hopefully, I'm very confident our team will do that. I know the people in that locker room. I know the people on our staff. I have zero doubt in our unit, our team. Hopefully the SMU family will stick with us and show up and pack up Ford Stadium for Syracuse. Start a conference season, you know. We lost the nation's longest road winning streak today. But still something we did, and we've still got a long conference winning streak. We need to extend that against Syracuse. So some of it we just have to go do it. Like, that's football. You know this. You played it. I don't know how much it helps this group. Probably a little because our staff and some of the players were here 2 years ago. Same deal. Disappointing. We probably didn't even play as well that day and got beat, and then we went on and ran the table, won the conference. So, you know, people from the outside, everyone's going to try to find answers, find whys, maybe divide our team internally, all this stuff, and if we'll stick together and push through it, I think we'll accomplish that confidence. We'll get over the hump, and I think you're going to see a team that is incredibly competitive in the ACC. But we're disappointed that we're sitting where we are. But I'll tell you this, I'm not disappointed in our players one bit. I'm proud of them. They prepared the right way this week. They played the right way this week. They called it up to start the fourth quarter down, went and took the lead. Like, they had everything in them doing the right things. We just didn't get it done. And, you know, that's the way it is. Every time there's a game, someone wins, someone loses, and we got to find a way to get back on the other side of that.
You guys kind of climb back into that, you take the lead. What did you guys say? Any adjustments or anybody on the players like take the leadership that saw that coming, like to take the lead, to fight back?
Well, I thought the whole game our guys were awesome. Our sideline was great. I thought the energy was great. I thought the guys just kept playing when they would hit a score or whatever, and we got a little bit down early. Like, we just kept playing. We did what we do. I mean, and that's what you have to do in college football. So I do credit our leadership, our team, with how we just kept playing, but that's the game. And then we took the lead, and then they went and made a play, and we weren't able to respond. But I don't know if there's any one thing. I think it's who we are.
How big of a deal it seems like it was for the TCU fans to win this game? Do you think that we're going to get to play this game again in the future, or would you want to play this game again?
I'm sure it was a really big deal for them to win this game after what we did to them last year. I mean, they were motivated. I mean, we put 66 on them, but we didn't beat them today. They did, and I think now, what is that? We're 3-3 in the last 6 times we played. They're the ones who chose not to play. And look, when you lose, you really can't say anything. But I think they know what we're building. I think they know what's coming. I think everybody else does, and this stinks. I hate losing. I hate losing to them. I hate losing to anybody. I hate it for our players. I hate it for our fans, our administration, our donors, everybody. They all care. They're all invested in this, and we represent them, and I hate it when we don't come through for them. But I know one thing. I get to go live in Dallas. I'm freaking excited about that. And what we're building is we're building for the long haul, and it's funny, you go 2-2 to start a season and people forget that you won 22 games in the last 2 years, or that you've not lost a conference game in almost 3 years in the regular season. Like, we've done a lot to get to where we are. We just aren't there yet. And the process, I've said a lot, it's not straight linear. There's going to be some ups and downs on the climb, but make no mistake, we're still climbing. And so people can stay on board and they can be a part of it, or they cannot, and they can watch us when we're up there. But we got a lot of work to do. They won. They earned it. They didn't want to play us no matter what, whether they would have won or lost. So I don't know. You'll have to ask them. We aren't the ones who stopped playing the game. We're going to go play the teams on our schedule. We're in the ACC, one of the best 3 leagues in America. We're going to go to Notre Dame next year. Then we're going to have OU coming to town. We're going to go home and home with LSU. And we're going to keep building a program that plays on that stage. And we're not going to worry what happens 40 miles west of us.
Anything else?
All right. Thanks, everybody.